Here we have Tim's lovely 991 4S Targa. Sapphire blue metallic, best colour Porsche do in my opinion. I've given the car a wash. It wasn't dirty, but I've had to clean it anyway. And I'm just cleaning the roof now. I'm going to be recolouring the roof at some point. So if I get it clean now, while I'm washing and decontaminating, then it can dry out before I paint it. Of course we'll waterproof it again as well. So looking forward to this job. I love this colour. So I'm just going to finish scrubbing the roof and I'll show you more of this as the job goes on. Been well looked after. No, I don't think there's any real bad marks to get out. PPF on the front nose is a bit marked, but we'll see what we can do there. Right, I'll see you later. Good morning, it's Saturday morning and I'm in the yard, in for about 4 hours. So this morning I'm going to start having a go at the interior. You can see I've dropped the lid, and my job for today is to try and get these seats cleaned up. This is a daily driver, so you've got to expect some wear and tear, but I'm going to try and get it back, all of it. You can see some staining in the carpets and then in the footwell. But today is about the seats. I'm going to try and get some of this colour transfer out of the seats. So I'm going to get the steamer turned on, and that takes about half an hour to get hot. And then I shall be using some Koshkemi leather cleaner. Give it a bit light rub with a soft brush. Let's start lifting it and use the steam to pull it out the pores. But I'll show you that when I get to it. I'm just going to get everything prepared, and we'll see what sort of difference we can make to these seats. Right then, let's get myself ready. Well, as it's a daily driver, as you can understand, the mats are really deeply ingrained with dirt. So, rather than just use the extractor to try and extract all the dirt, I'm going to do what I did with the pagoda carpets. I'm going to soak them, then apply some cleaner, give them a scrub, and then I'm going to blast them out with the jet washer and then hang them to dry. And that way I know I can get virtually 100% of the dirt out. So that's what I'm going to do. I'll see you in a bit. Well, I put some of the, let's get it, titanium, Vax Titanium Professional solution into my foam cannon. Mixed it with a little bit of foam, some warm water, and blasted these down. Just got on my hands and knees like a right good scrubber. Give them a scrub. Loosened all the dirt off. Start seeing it run out the carpet. And now I'm going to blast them off and see how much we get out. But I'm sure they're going to be nice and clean by the time we're finished. So here we go. I'll give them a blast. I really ain't got time to set up the camera to film it all, because I want to get on the seat as soon as the steamer is warmed up. So I'm going to blast these off and then we'll have a look. I've hung these front floor mats up. I'm going to leave them to drip dry. I can always force dry them a little bit with the air blower, but for the time being it's not hurting. Now I'm going to attend to the seats. So we'll have a look at that. See you in a bit. Hello everybody. Right, I've got my Porsche Chemi leather cleaner that's been diluted in a spray bottle, and I'm going to start with the base and just give you a little demonstration. Now I'm putting a liberal amount on this because the dirt is quite ingrained, and I'm going to give it a good agitation firstly with a soft bristled brush. I have another soft bristled brush if I need some assistance, but this brush can get down into the folds in the leather. So initially I'm just going to agitate the cleaner. I'm making sure I get down into the folds. This can take 3 or 4 attempts to get all the marks out, but if I show you just a bit, it should give you some appreciation of some of the lengths we'll go to. You know, we're not just going to wipe it over like you would a valet. Now that's pretty much agitated. I can see some of the dirt's already rising in the soap. So now I've got the steamer ready. I'm going to wrap a used but clean microfiber and using the heat you can actually see how much it's picking up. Move it right, let's have a look. And you can see for the first pull how much dirt actually being drawn out. You can actually see it through the other side as well. So I'm going to agitate it again. And now that the leather's nice and warm, it will want to release more of the dirt. another microfiber, which I'm going to put over that, and now I'm going to pull it the other way. You can see it still pulled some more out. So I'm going to do this probably get down into the folds and pull the rubbish out the stitching. But already I can tell there's a massive difference. So I'm just going to continue doing this. I thought I'd just give you a show of what or how I'm going to clean all the seats. Obviously trying to film it to hold it so you could see it, it does get in the way a little bit. But there's a taster. You can see this bolster is quite badly marked, so I'll do that next. And then I'll bring the camera in so we can have a look. So for now, I'll see you in a bit. Well, hopefully you can see the difference in the seat and the bolster. Now, obviously the marks here are little tiny wear cracks in the leather, and also I've cleaned all the back and this, so now all we're showing is the actual wear, you know, where your belt and your leather jeans, you know, rub against the bolster as you're getting. This is what you're left with. I mean, you know, this is wear and tear. I have some ivory colour restorer. Now, it may not be an exact match, and that's always the problem, is, you know, to match something that's worn, the colour's worn. But basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my fingers and massage some in to these cracks. Now, it's not necessarily going to get rid of them, but it will add some suppleness to the leather and a little bit of, you know, help in the colour. But, you know, I'm not expecting to restore it to perfection, but it does help. And then later on, when these are coated with G-Technic L1, it'll help preserve the seats anyway. You know, it'll give it a barrier against gene transfer. Now, to give you some comparison, this is a seat that's now completed, and that's the seat that I haven't started. So I hope you could see the difference. Now, the other thing that the owner was concerned about is this yellow staining on the carpet. Now, whether I can get it out or not, we'll see, but I'm sure I can make it better. Now, for this, I wanted to give you this tip. This is Dr. Beckman upholstery and stain remover. Now, you can buy this from Asda, Aldi, anywhere, and I've found it to be one of the best upholstery cleaners I've ever used. This was on the advice of my wife. She bought me my first bottle, and I have to say I've been impressed with the results. This is going to be a real test. So while I've got the steamer on, I thought I'll have a go. I'm going to give this a good rub. It comes with a brush attachment. and I'm going to give it a good scrub, and then I'll get the steam on and see if I can lift some of it out at least. I'm not sure I'll get rid of everything, but I'm going to have a go. You know, it's the same on the passenger side as well. Let's just give you a look. It's the same over there. It's just years of driving and your boot rubbing up against it, and you know, hopefully I'll be able to get it out. So I'll have a go. I can't get the camera on a stand down here to show you how I'm going to do it, but you know, it's not rocket science. You can imagine what I'm going to do, but we'll have a look after and see if I can get some reasonable results. So I came in this morning with the expectations of being able to get the both seats and both sides of the car cleaned, but 3 hours have now gone and I've spent a stupid amount of time trying to remove this stain that's in the carpet. In fact, I've emptied my steamer now and I still can't remove all of it. It does look a million times better than it did before. I'm going to let it dry and then I might have another go, but while I've been had the steamer out, I've done the whole of the carpet, pedals, everything looks lovely. The seat has dried out really nice. I'll put some of the cream into the scratches. You know, it's not perfect by any means, but it's a million times better. Seats come up really well. Didn't expect to be able to remove everything, but it does look good. And also this rear compartment I've been doing, and that's took longer than I thought as well. And then the door card, I've paid particular attention to try and get these stitches back white again because they was all dirty, and that's come up well. But before you know it, 3 hours has gone. Done all the sill areas, all the plastics all round in the door jambs. So I've got quite a bit done, you know, for 3 hours, but I've spent a long time on this bit. I would love to be able to get it all out. You know, I'll see how it dries out, and I might have another go, but I've scrubbed it that many times, I don't think what's left is going to come out. But it is, you know, I mean, it don't look like it on camera, but it is a million times better than it was. So that's all looking nice. I've cleaned all the seat backs, like I say, all the leather in the back, carpets, and it's looking fresh. So probably another 3 hours on the other side, but that'll have to wait till Monday, because by the time I've filled the steamer up and waited it to heat up, it'll be time for me to go home anyway. So, but you know, we've accomplished quite a lot. Does look good. You know, I didn't think I'd be able to remove all the transfer, but I have. So it's mission accomplished for today. Really pleased with the progress, and I'll get on with it on Monday. So I'll see ya on my next video, and thanks for watching.